Hello, lurkers. And hello, you archaeologists. I'm streaming this live. Oh, I was. I'm having an AI, the Somnium Files adventure. Yes, I've been granted a 4-day weekend by the Easter Bunny. He was nice enough to, he's like, have some cake, play computer games. I'm like, thanks. Thanks, Bunny. That's how I said it. He was like, you said it in a weird way. I was like, I don't know why I said it that way. So I'm going to play some AI, Somnium Files. I haven't been streaming this mainly because it's such a story. There's a little bit of... I didn't even consider my background. It just happened to be in the right place. It means it's been sitting there for a few days. Just in the correct position. Anyway, yes. Because what? Oh, the sink from earlier touched my heart in a way that will always linger. Is this where we were? I guess we literally just finished the sink. Because it's such a story game, and you can't really jump 90% of the way into it. I did a lot of it off stream, also just because that day is, difficult to stream. You might not know. Anyway, I used to do this on a Thursday, and that's one of the days I go into the office. It means streaming is a little bit harder. Anyway, all doubt was removed from my mind. I was determined.
Iris, I'm sorry that I doubted you. I believe you. Wadjet, Nyes, X00639.
Are you serious?
And like I said, I'll fulfill your wish. From this moment on, you're under my protection.
Then...
Yeah, I'm your bodyguard. I'll protect you with my life, Iris.
Date! Thank you! Thank you so much! Date, are you delusional?
You're going to help too, right, Iva?
My mission is to support you.
Good. And thank you.
So they can talk psychically. That's not really something I've ever thought about before. That's also quite a technology. With the Kumakura office.
What? You stayed at a hotel with Tessa?
It was a business hotel.
It was a 2-bedroom.
Don't say misleading things. We got 2 rooms, each with 2 beds.
We did bathe together, though.
No, we didn't.
What?
Isn't your gang supposed to be clean?
Why are you here anyway?
I told Moma about the attack by Nice.
I see. I heard about the shooting in Golden Yokocho last night, but I never thought it'd be you.
There's a phone. Telephone on the desk. There's the chairman's desk. Kumakura, chair, a crest. There's an ace-head figure hidden in the safe behind it. PC on top of the desk. There are lanterns with Kumakura written on them.
Hey, Iris. What does a candle remind you of?
Fire?
Anything else?
What, like a dick?
I wasn't asking you.
Maybe. Yes, a Shinto shrine. Does it though? I mean, it's vaguely phallic, sure, but really? The lanterns with Kumakura written on them. There's a dragon, a bronze dragon. A door to the next room. Lockers are lined up on the wall. empty desk probably belongs to somebody in the gang. There's a partition set up by the doorway.
Partition!
That's a stretch.
Guessing that made more sense in Japanese. Did this light just go on? That's brilliant. Look at that. It's a partition set up by the doorway. Anyway, yeah, the reason I click on all the things is because occasionally it gives me extra dialogue like that. But it's also funny that it does legitimately go, click on all the things, go on! And so I'm like, okay, I will! Because it must exist for some reason. And I guess the reason is those occasional jokes you get. How's school?
School?
Today's Tuesday. It's not another holiday, is it?
What are you, dense? Tessa was almost kidnapped. She can't be going to school now.
I guess that's true, but...
Window. This company philosophy written on the wall. Always reply after reading. What's the matter with you? There's a whiteboard. Last month's schedule is written on the board. 24th, nursing home magic show. Some kind of permit. To call your mum.
Well, that's random.
I just thought she might be worrying.
It's fine. She knows already. I told her I'm with you. I'm sure she's not worried.
Adventure.
Maybe Mr. Okiura was a part of NICE.
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
What makes you think that?
When we were at Sunfish Pocket, my friend said...
Said something.
he was looking for Iris.
Yeah, we remember that.
And then later, I almost got kidnapped by NICE. Was that just a coincidence?
I mean, sure, it could be. Like, that's not the weirdest thing in the world. I mean, the second thing's quite weird, obviously, but the first thing isn't.
And not just that. When you found my corpse in the parallel world, you found it in an Okiura warehouse.
Yeah, but...
Whoever killed me in that world was probably affiliated with NICE. That makes me think the Okiuras and NICE are connected.
It was weird that she smiled after that. Well, your lackeys.
When you told me you were coming, I made them leave. I can't let them see me with Tessa.
About NICE.
Sorry, never heard of them. Are they even real?
Probably not.
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. I've always known, deep down there, must be some kind of secret organization. Always known it.
Adventure.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything new for you.
What did we come here for then?
But, I did find out a little nugget of info you might want to hear.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but, Date, come over here.
Again with this?
With his arm over my shoulder, Momo led me to the corner of the room.
I'll tell you, Date, but you gotta do something for me.
You want to shake her hand again?
No. I did that already. I want to see her panties.
Genuinely thought that was... I knew it was going over. I just knew it.
I'm sorry?
I want to see Tessa's panties. I really want to see. You gotta let me get a peek.
She's not gonna let you.
Can you at least ask?
Unbelievable.
Momo and I went back to where we were. Sure glad I had to stream
Iris,
that.
could you do me a favor?
Hmm?
This guy wants to see your panties.
She hit me hard.
That's messed up, Date. I know Momo would never say that. Right, Momo?
Yeah, of course. Date, you evil pervert.
Seriously?
You just want a handshake, right?
Yeah, exactly. I tried to tell him.
Iris took Momo's hand and shook it.
Date, this is the happiest day of my life.
I thought that was yesterday.
Anyway. About Renju.
Anyway, what's this intel you got?
Check it out. Friday night near Bloom Park, someone saw Renju.
Friday night?
That's when Shoko was killed.
Obviously, that's not enough to pin the crime on him. But it does prove he was there.
I guess we should check the merry-go-round again.
The police have already thoroughly searched it, and we've been there more than once before on our investigation.
But we might have missed something, right?
About knives.
Anyway, I got some info about the shootout. Those guys aren't affiliated with any criminal organization we're aware of. They're not mafia or yakuza or anything.
Yakuza.
They must have been hired guns.
Hired goons. Oh, hello, Uchi. How long have you been
by
there?
Niza Mattis.
It's Nizit Laws!
It's nice at last. Momo is sitting on the other side of the desk. Renju.
Maybe Nice ordered Mr. Okiura to help number 89 escape. And number 89 is an assassin. If he wanted to get rid of me, Mr. Okiura must have...
Hang on, have you met... I mean, I know she's met 89. But, like, have you met this iteration of 89? Like, do you know who... Because you'd recognize him. Hang on. How do you know about 89?
If that's true, it could be related to Shoko's murder. Shoko must have found out about the organization. They killed her for getting too close, then displayed the body as a warning.
It all comes back to Nice. Once we solve the mystery of Nizatsalos, everything else will fall into place. So I thought.
If you want to know more about Nyes, why not ask Ota? Remember what he said yesterday?
What did he say yesterday?
I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating.
I guess he did say that.
Good point. He might have more information for us.
Summarize for me. There are 3 places we can go. First, Bloom Park. I'm curious about Renju being seen there Friday. Second, Matsushita Diner. I want to ask Ota about Nice. Third, the Seijima Estate. Just because we should always go there. Seijima is probably the one responsible for Iris's murder in the parallel world. And we should stay the fuck away from him then, surely. In which case he might be a part of Nice. I need to confront him.
Hey, if you get tired, you can sit on my lap, okay?
Oh, well, in that case...
Not you!
Summarize for me.
Let's go, Iris.
Oh, yeah!
You're taking Tessa with you? She'll be safer here.
I can't do that. I made her a promise. I will be Iris's garter belt.
That's not... No.
Or what?
Sorry. I meant bodyguard.
A Freudian slip, no doubt.
Well, whatever.
Guessing again, that made more sense in Japanese.
But if you're gonna leave, you should take this with you.
Mama opened his desk and took out a small object.
What's this?
A listening thing?
A GPS transmitter.
That's what I meant to say, yeah.
Moma, Iris's phone already has GPS.
I know. But in case she gets caught and they throw away her phone or something, it's just an extra precaution. Put it somewhere they won't find it.
Thank you.
Iris took the GPS transmitter and hid it in her clothes.
I hope it'll be useful. Date, if anything happens to her, I'll make sure you regret it for the rest of your life.
It'll be fine, relax.
To the map. But it can't be that dangerous because we're going to go to 3 other places afterwards. Do it in the order we said. Go to Bloom Park. Get it over and done with. I took Iris to Bloom Park. I took my time checking every inch of the merry-go-round.
There's nothing here.
Guess not.
Why did Renju come here Friday night? Was it to place Shoko's body here? Or did he have another reason? Renju is my friend. I want to believe him, but I don't know how long I can keep defending him. Where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? I thought it over 1,000 times. My head is heavy with it. Iris suddenly snapped me out of it.
Want a race, Date?
Race?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. You want to challenge me?
Well, sure.
Yeah, let's do it!
Yeah!
We'll start here and end here.
So, we race around the merry-go-round?
Right. Line up next to me.
Before I even had a chance to reply, Iris got set. A set. I guess I have no choice. You do, you could just not move. I lined up next to Iris.
Okay, here we
I mean,
go.
this is going to cause us to find something, so it's fine, but still.
Ready?
I don't know, I just sort of stand there and point at things. I'm not used to moving.
Set.
A said.
Go!
I couldn't believe my eyes. Thought I must be dreaming. A second after the race had started, I was already 2 paces behind her. I couldn't close the gap. I watched her back get smaller and smaller. That doesn't work because she'd be turning. She wouldn't get that much smaller. It's not that big of a merry-go-round.
See? Told you.
Okay. We're getting the Iris ending then, aren't we?
Iris is the messenger of the gods.
No, that's Hermes. You're thinking of Hermes, Iris.
You've earned your namesake.
You know what? Forgot about the Japanese meaning of Iris there.
Do you know a lot about mythology?
Huh?
You said that Iris is a goddess in Greek mythology.
You know what? I was wrong, wasn't I? I feel like... Because Hermes did the race.
And 3 days ago, you were talking about Egyptian mythology.
Horus is the Egyptian god of the sky and sun.
Yes,
The right eye is the eye of Ra, and that's the sun.
I know that.
The left eye is the eye of Wajet, and that one is the moon.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wajet's never been as popular as Ra. Ooh, you finished. Oh, have you seen your writings down here now? I think I still haven't played Alien Isolation. I should play it on my spooky days, but I've got a list of that. That's what Iris told me 3 days ago. How did you find it? Does that have any relation to the Wajet system? I mean, yeah, it's named after Wajet, obviously. Date.
Oh, mythology? I actually don't know that much.
That's cool.
Uncle taught me everything. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone all the time. I used to call him Uncle.
Oh yeah, didn't he come up with Aset too?
Yeah, that's right. That name is rooted in Egyptian mythology too.
Yeah, Set. Or Sith. How did you go so fast? Do you have superpowers as well?
I told you yesterday, I love moving around.
No.
And I especially love dancing. But about 3 months ago, Mr. Ogiura told me something. He said that I can't dance.
Why?
I don't know. He said something about being over-reliant on dancing and neglecting my singing. You should stop dancing for now and practice singing.
But during your live stream...
She was dancing.
Because I was sad.
Look upon the sad person. This is what sadness looks like.
After I stopped dancing, I lost so many fans. They said terrible things to me, like that I'm worthless if I can't dance.
People say that to me as well.
All I have is dancing. Just dancing.
A bunny person. What about the Eye of Wadjet?
Horus's arch enemy was Set, his uncle.
Ah.
His uncle.
Osiris's little brother is Set, and his son is Horus.
And there's the Horus Heresy. No, that's Warhammer, isn't it?
This Set was an awful guy. One day he tricked and killed Osiris by trapping him in a coffin. So naturally, Horus didn't take that well. Drats! I'll never forgive you, Uncle Set.
That's exactly what happened in the mythology.
On the other hand, Set didn't like having Horus around. Ugh, he's so annoying. Osiris said that I was supposed to be king. But now everyone's like, oh, Horus should be king. Are these idiots serious? Horus would be an awful king.
This is how all politics works.
Time to go to war! And so, a bloody war broke out. Just like that.
My tea is somehow already cold.
And the winner was decided by a deadly game.
What kind of game?
They would disguise themselves as hippos, ford the river, and whoever gets to the other side first would win.
Hungry, hungry hippos. The ultimate game off.
That's what they decided.
I know the bits that everyone knows, basically. So I don't know who Wadjet is. I've heard of Horus, obviously. I've heard of Set. I've heard of Anubis. What was the other relevant one? I completely forgot about Iris. See, I was saying about Hermes. Hermes, the Jamaican bureaucrat. No, that's Futurama John. He's got the shoes. Hang on, that's Greek and not mythology. That's not Greek. Yeah, we were on Greek earlier. That's all.
How oddly specific.
So, for 80 years they fought. It was bloody and horrible.
Though I do know, Anubis, they don't think Anubis is a jackal anymore. They think Anubis is what's it called? African dog. I think it's just a golden African dog. What's it called? We did this before. Golden jackal. Anyway, but not specifically a jackal. But hang on. Anyway, it's always funny that there's a dog god, because it's like, oh, look at the god over there, it's a dog. Yes. It's point, if you make all your gods animals, they're all going to be sort of adorable. About the Eye of Wedget.
In the end, Horus won.
Okay, so all this is sort of implying that the murders, because in this timeline, only one person's actually been murdered. But if it's the... this all sort of implies... Where are we on the timeline right now? We're here. We're running out. So yeah, we're blatantly at an end. This sort of all implies that it's the parents of the girl are sort of like the gods, and there's a war between them, and that's why people are getting murdered. This wasn't terribly helpful. This flowchart. I'm gonna just carry on with the game. Are we gonna get a load of Egyptian? My favourite thing about this game is occasionally I'll look up words and they're just not here. They're like, you definitely need to know what Dojinshi means, but you know, if we come up with a made-up word, we're not going to tell you. Skanda, Hindu god adopted in the Buddhist religion called Idaten in Japan. Legend has it Skanda was the guardian of the Buddha relics. The relics were stolen by evil demons, but Skanda proved his faith and his incredible speed by getting all the relics back. A certain super-fast hero is named after Idaten. Okay, I don't think that part actually came up in the conversation, but maybe it's about to.
Horus used a spear to cut off Set's foot and wee-wee.
Wee-wee?
I believe she is referring to a male... Wait, why are you asking me?
But Horus didn't come out of this unscathed. During the battle, Horus lost his left eyeball to Set. It's said that the left eye survived and traveled all over Egypt, gaining wisdom and experience.
So Date only has one eye. He doesn't know why it's gone, because he's got amnesia. And they're like, yeah, we'll totally hire this amnesiac to be a cop. That's not weird or anything. That's, you know, his other eye is a robot. There's the robot there. This is anime, so it's a girl robot. Or a teddy bear robot. This Iris Sagan. Yeah, they're talking about Horus. But they're really talking about... So, the implication here is that she can run really fast because they want us to think of her in the same way that we think of certain Egyptian gods. This girl here has super strength. Literally has super strength. But it's her parents that die in the game. These two. She's dead in this timeline. He dies in a different timeline. But they want us to think of these two as we would the Egyptian family. And of course there's an uncle, which would be 89. But we already know who 89 is. We learned who he is in the different timeline. He's the original assassin that worked for him, who was the original Cyclops killer. I tell you what, I think it might be this guy, because he kind of looks like a serial killer, and honestly, it's a reasonable guess, but I think it's this guy. They really, really, really want me to think it's So Sejima. Like, in different timelines, he got blamed on it. And it's obviously not going to be the sketchy thing, because he's the obvious choice. But, like, this guy is on the list of people we should know. And most of the people in this list are, like, characters that you have conversations with. Like, even these two are in scenes and, like, they make sense. But this guy's just innocently in scenes. He's and, like, we know way too much about him for, like, somebody who's just a background person. It's like, he's wearing a goddamn mask. That's how I think it's the Inspector. But, But yes, that's what they want us to think of.
Horus had no idea that his left eye was wandering around on its own.
Yeah, I'd be somewhat surprised.
What? Where did my eye go? Horus was totally bummed out.
That's when he started the rebellion against the leader of the Terrans of the humans in Warhammer. Oh, I found out recently, Warhammer. The space dwarves, the squats are coming back. The space dwarves, but they're renaming them. They're saying that squats is is what people call them. Oh, I didn't know Wadjet was Horus's nurse. That's interesting to know. Oh, you potentially have more insight into what's going on than I do then. I'll stop talking about space dwarfs.
He went to see the god of wisdom, the moon, and time, Thoth.
Yes, I know him from Stargate.
Damn, Sid did that? That's brutal, dude. Alright, I'll use my moon power to heal you up. Yay, thank you, Mr. Thoth. Okay, here it goes. Moon healing power! Ring, ring, ring! Thoth cast his spell and Horus's eye came zooming in!
Hang on. We do have someone for that. Not flowchart. The other thing is, everyone is sort of relevant. So, in one timeline, we've killed So, and he gets blamed for the killings. In another timeline, Boss kills So, and we know that Boss was around for E29. In fact, we know her name as well, and it's really like sketchy that they're not telling us her name unless we go to a different parallel timeline. But no, I'm thinking the person who actually gave us the magic eye, he's here around here somewhere. Is him. Because he's the engineer. But yeah. I guess this mermaid would be suspicious as well, because she just sort of exists again. I mean, she kind of does have scenes, at least, like the Yakuza does. Oh, there's a nurse as well. Just can shave really fast. There's a couple of people who are just like, their roles are too small to make sense. Like, Takero's dead, so like, obviously he didn't do it, but like, people have endings to their stories. Yeah, bosses. Realistic looking police chief right there. But, definitely 42. Who's bodyguard? Oh yeah. But yes, because this is a storybook, we've been ruling out people as well. So there's 2 endings we can't continue because we're locked out of them. Sorry, 3, I think. No, that's an ending. Yeah, so there's 2 we're locked out of. That one and that one. And we've achieved 2 endings. We have achieved the ending for Ota, which rules out Ota, obviously, and it rules out his entire family. We know Mayumi. We know all their secrets. We've also ruled out Mizuki, obviously. I mean, why? Obviously, she didn't murder anyone. But, like, we've gotten their endings as well. And it very much feels like we're getting an Iris ending right now. So that potentially rules out a bunch of stuff.
Zoom, click! Horus got his eye back.
But that makes Date Horus. Oh, hang on. Oh, the Eye of Wadjet.
And from that day forward, his left eye had the power of the moon in it.
Okay, so that's why it's the Wadjet system as well. So the moon would be Iba.
It became the symbol of knowledge and healing, and revered as a sacred icon.
So that's the Eye of Wadjet?
Right.
And it became the Eye of Providence.
Yes.
And do you think that's why we call it the Wadjet system?
Probably, yeah.
Part A set.
Horus's mom is named Isis. But in ancient Egyptian, it's pronounced closer to Ise or Aset.
Fair enough.
How do I explain this? I told you about Horus's dad Osiris. His mom's name is Isis, so Osiris is Isis's husband. Osiris was assassinated by his brother Set.
That's the uncle.
That's what I told you earlier, but there's more to it. After Set killed Osiris, he tore his body to pieces and threw it in the river. Isis was devastated. I can't believe I'm a widow at my age. But she didn't let it break her, because she had the power of life and death. Alright, fine. If that's how it's gonna be, I'll just revive my husband.
Yes.
With a group of her friends, she gathered up Osiris's body and started the resurrection ritual. Live! Shkur! And so, Osiris was revived! Well, technically he wasn't all there, so he wasn't in one piece.
Yeah, I've watched One Piece. He's not in there.
But anyway, Isis was the goddess of life, death, and fertility. She was worshipped by all the land.
About A set. Get about A set.
I think I get the picture. But what does that have to do with your own name?
There's a theory that the Greek goddess Iris is really based on the Egyptian goddess Isis.
So Isis and Iris are connected.
Yeah,
And Isis sounded like Aset in ancient Egyptian, which is where your stage name comes from.
Alright, this seems like a stretch game.
that's right. But remember, I didn't come up with the name.
Her uncle.
Summarize for me. In the end, we didn't. I was going to say, I'm not a massive fan of Jordan Peterson for various reasons, but it's all kind of Jungian, Carl Jung stuff. Anyway, but in the end, we didn't find any new information on Venju, but I'm not too upset. This is what a criminal investigation is about. You don't always find what you're looking for.
Let's get going, Iris.
Yeah, let's go.
Save our game because it's been a while. Let's go to the Matsusita Diner. Dr. Ota. Ota and Mizuki are both in the diner.
Nizet laws. I see. It's not impossible.
Oda spoke softly to himself, looking deep in thought. Counter! The counter.
I
Autograph.
have Masanori's autograph too, from Shinsen Chatran.
Masanori was here? He knows about this place?
It was from a long time ago.
Some celebrity signature. Disposable chopsticks. A tablet. Some mop. Round chair.
Is that chair comfortable, Tessa? If it's not, you can sit on my back.
This man will stop at nothing.
It's a round chair still. Nothing but a window. Menus written on the wall on Tansaku paper. A bookshelf It's got stickers on the side of it. The stickers are actually relevant plot-wise, but condiments.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Well-rested Mayumi juice.
None of us can figure out what that sauce is. A beer ad on the wall.
Hey, Date, do you want this poster?
No, not really.
You know, if you rub the swimsuit with a coin, you can scrape it off.
That's a reference to Zero Escape 2. The one sitting. I was about to the second Zero Escape game, because you find a beer poster with a lady on. You scrape off the swimsuit and you get numbers.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll throw it away for you.
Beer out on the wall. TV. An old CRT television.
Hey, Date, I've got this video of a girl in a white shirt under a waterfall. Wanna watch?
Absolutely not.
Hang on. Not stop looking at all the tat. Beer cases. Beer.
Hey, Tessa, can you stack up those beer cases and stand on top? And I can get on the floor and,
He can't be serious.
Beer. Kitchen. I can see the kitchen area past the counter. Phone. A cordless phone. A family photo. Swinging door. A low table. More posters. Ah, hang on, that's grey, sorry. Cushion. A small sitting cushion. Oh, Iber. So, because I'm missing an eye, I have a robot AI in my eyeball. That looks. The eyeball can jump out and be a little teddy bear, but when we dive into people's dreams, Iber looks like that. So Iber is an AI that can do a bunch of stuff. It's how I'm clicking on things as well. So it's a robot eye. Iris claims that according to one theory, Iris in Greek mythology is the same as Isis in Egyptian mythology. So I have heard the idea that like all the Greek ones are copied. No, I'm thinking of Greek and Roman. Yeah, I think that might. Whatever. This is a computer game, so it's fine. But anyway, Iris. Yeah, it's just a theory. Maybe the result of another popular Japanese urban legend, because I can't find many references to it on non-Japanese websites. Well, fair enough. I mean, the appendix is. It probably makes sense for this story, but not in real life. Osiris' resurrection. Iris said with a group of her friends who gathered up Osiris' body and started a resurrection ritual. And so Osiris was revived. Well, technically he wasn't all there, so it wasn't in one piece. You may be wondering what exactly was missing. Well, one of Osiris' body parts was eaten by a fish in the Nile River. It was unfortunately his penis. Osiris was resurrected without a dick. Poor guy. At least he got to reign as king of the underworld. I mean, I feel like it's not really much. Yeah. Much of a perk. But, yeah. According to the plot, she based her form on what Date would like. So she can look like anything, to be honest.
Do you need to sit down, Mizuki?
Mizuki is sitting down. Oh no, she's not.
Do you want me to crush your tailbone so you'll never be able to sit down again, Date?
It's the kid's chair. The actual reason is because of anime. That's why. Okay, well, we'll talk to Iris first. Are you cold?
Iris, you look cold. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
So in this timeline, basically, we had a choice. That's me displaying a choice. I'm not saying peace. And the choice was to believe Iris's insane conspiracy theory or not. And it's obvious it's not true because it makes no sense. But if you believe, you go in one timeline. If you don't, you go into another. So in the timeline we don't believe, you find out she's got a tumor in her head. She's going to die in less than a year. but like, it's all her insane beliefs are arguably caused by that. But she's run away in that timeline, and we don't know where she is. So this time we've believed her.
I just get cold easily.
That's actually a symptom of her brain tumor.
The room is 74 degrees Fahrenheit at 62% humidity. Not conditions often considered cold.
About Ota.
Ota's like my big brother. He's a hero who will help me out of any jam. He's really important to me. I like him a lot.
How much?
3 Earths worth.
Yeah!
About Mizuki.
Mizuki is like a cute little sister. And my favorite friend. I like her a lot. How much? About 3 universes worth.
Oh, it's much bigger. You could have gone to solar system. You went all the way to universe.
Aww.
Hang on, I missed that line there, didn't I?
Aww.
Why doesn't it play that line?
About 3 universes.
That's weird. He's trembling. Right. Mizuki. Why are you here?
Well, Ota,
Oops. Cut off then.
Date, can I...
Ota gestured and walked over to the corner of the room. Badly stood up and followed. I did.
Look, I was gonna let you have it, but under the
And
circumstances...
there you have it.
What are you talking about?
Mizuki, of course. You've been neglecting her. Don't you think she's at her limit? Mizuki stayed at one of the mermaids' houses last night. She was twisting and turning all night. I had to sleep in the same bed so she'd calm down. She called me this morning so I could pick her up. Normally, she'd be in school, but Mizuki had the day off for mourning. I thought that she shouldn't be alone. Why don't you try being nicer to Mizuki?
You know I'm trying to solve a murder, Ota.
I know she doesn't show it, but she's really hurting. She needs you, Date. She just doesn't want to trouble you.
I mean, it's true. Like, he's not wrong. There's an entire Mizuki ending dedicated to this idea. But I am trying to solve a murder. I'm trying to solve the murder of Mizuki's parent.
She's a remarkable, brave young girl. You should try to understand how she feels.
Do you know where your father is?
If you're asking me, he's involved in all this, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean he's the murderer.
Is he the culprit? Did he really kill Mom? Well, I guess it's understandable that he'd be a suspect. After Mom got killed, he didn't even call. He called me out to Bloom Park for some reason. I thought it was suspicious. But I pretended not to notice. I didn't want to acknowledge it. I wanted to believe in Daddy.
I wish everyone would stop staring at me like this. Blink. Turn your head occasionally. It's fine. You can talk to each other as well. Bye, Iris.
Who is Iris to me?
I don't know why I've decided to do this intervention, Iris.
A friend, a big sister, and I kinda envy her. No, stop it! It's true though.
So yes, again, they're not siblings, but they're now establishing that metaphorically they are.
I look up to you a lot, Iris.
That includes Ota, though. It's Mizuki. Hi, Ota. Where's your mother?
She's out right now. I'm not sure where. Shopping, maybe.
Yeah, she wasn't convenient for the metaphor. About nice. No, about Iris, actually.
Tessa is my hopes and dreams, my peace and my life. My light, my star, my sun, my goddess. She's like the laws of the universe itself, the embodiment of beauty. An angel, a lover, a cute mascot to put on a body pillow, a guru, a wife, a soulmate, life itself. She's the object of my total devotion and worship.
Snuck lover and wife in there.
He did.
I would ignore it.
So
And
yeah,
like I
Iva
told
can
you
walk
before,
around as the bear.
I'm Tessa's thrall. If she calls for me, I'll be there.
Thanks, Ota.
That's relevant because Iris might be the murderer.
That makes me happy.
Hang on, we hadn't finished. Don't blink out of existence. Okay, there we go. Bound and Eyes.
I've heard of them. Nyzitlos, or Nyz, is a satanic secret society. Like a cult. They sacrifice children. While the sacrifice is up all night screaming, the cult performs ritual acts. Their ranks are full of politicians, intellectuals, and business tycoons. They've only been active for a few decades. But some say that they've grown to be the largest secret society in the world. An organization so big that it absorbed the Freemasons and the Illuminati.
I'm gonna go with it because it's a computer game, but obviously the Illuminati and the Freemasons. Anything with that is kind of silly, but it's fine because it's a computer game.
But even though their membership is huge, no one knows who their leaders are. Like, you've heard of the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, right?
This is where it gets a tiny bit sketchy because the problem with these conspiracy theories is they tend to be anti-Semitic. I used to really enjoy watching conspiracy theories on YouTube, like in 2005 and so. And there'd be these 2-hour videos, and they'd put loads of things on, and you'd get things like about Iris, and Egyptian mythology and how it was all connected. Horus is ours. You see, you switch two words around, and now it says ours, and sun god, and it's the son of God. Oh, it's all the same thing. And then at the end of the street, it's always got the Matrix music on because they're hacks, and you've been. No, the world you see is not the real world. And you're like, it's fine because it's sort of entertaining and silly. And then at the end, there's always like, and that's because of the Jews. And you're like, oh, no. Oh, because like once you start recognizing what it is, you're like, oh, I can't watch any of these anymore. They're all fucking terrible. But yeah, it's actually really sketchy to bring. Like, I get why people bring up the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds as well. But it's like, I've never, like, if you go on the internet, the only people who ever bring them up are like really sketchy conspiracy theorists that are like, and that's why the Jew, like, well, they don't say the Jews because obviously that's a bit too obvious. They say they use code words for it. But yeah, it's if you find somebody talking about this on the internet, steer clear because they're about to do some weird shit.
But for Nyz, there's nothing. No one knows who's running the cult.
I mean, this is fine because I actually just said not them though.
My guess is that they're being led by a group of super geniuses.
It's a really comforting idea that conspiracies are being run by super geniuses, and it's not just inept government officials just being a bit shit and greedy. Like, the UK, we currently have Boris Johnson, who's like the most obvious, like a fat, corrupt. I don't mean to like fat shame, but like he's the very picture of like private schoolboy, like he silver spoon. What was it like? He got in trouble for having 20 wallpaper in his house, put on expenses, and it was like £20,000, which is life-changing money for poor people. But like, no, it's just expenses for Boris Johnson. And but like, he's also a fucking idiot, and he's like obviously like, and I mean that in like different way. Like, and he very much like spouting Latin and shit. But it's like he's does stupid shit all the time. My point is, it's sort of comforting imagining the tyrants that run everything are like, it's all a plan, it's all a part of a master plan, and not fucking a bunch of incompetent idiots who are just greedy.
Ota doesn't know about the Wanchen system or its connections to Nice. Iris found out, which is why they're after her.
I mean, I went with Boris then, but I could have very easily went with a different person who I think I don't even have to name. But the difference, I guess, is Boris actually does have. He's not just somebody whose parents was rich, like that other example that you could very easily bring up. Boris is, you know, from a family. He's not new money like that person is. He's not nouveau riche.
Pieces fit.
I know the pieces fit because I watched them fall away.
If you believe everything she said.
So yeah, but I'm also quite happy with the game, like, telling me all this if it's wrong. Please go ahead and try and trick me into coming to the wrong conclusion. It's fine.
Alright, Iris, let's get going.
You got it.
Date, if something happens to Tessa, let me know, okay? I'll come help right away.
Me too! I'll save you no matter what, Iris.
Thank you both.
Yeah, okay, so if we're talking about theme, so I actually do like them using the themes of the Egyptian gods, because it does make me think of these, and like they keep calling him a thrall for her as well, and a superhero, because that's how he thinks of himself, and he's literally just like a superhero as well.
Promise me.
And doing it that way is like and when it now makes sense why she has super strength, which is like a silly plot point in the game. But it's like, okay, no, because we're trying to do a thing. I like that. I appreciate that.
Promise.
Right. So said Chima.